Good morning.
Good morning. And it turns out you and I actually know each other. And
We do. We
yeah.
used to be former neighbors. How cool is that?
Yes. It's great.
So your place was mentioned on Letterman's show the other night. Let me play you the clip here so you can see what happened here. The president's Visa card was compromised because he showed it off at a barbecue place in Texas.
Kind of dumb.
And somebody took a picture of it, zoomed in on it, and his credit card information was all over the national news and all over the internet the other day.
Right.
So Letterman's show did a bit about various fraud charges that he was getting. So here it is. I'll play you a little bit, and they mention your place in it.
OrAdventures.com. No. What about $279.95 on a rotisserie turkey fryer from Hammacher Schlemmer?
The answer would be no.
And what about $335 on a Master Pollinator's beekeeping kit from Hudson Valley Bee Supply?
I'm an amateur beekeeper.
So that's a yes?
Yes.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Bye.
That is crazy.
That's pretty wild. I mean, they took the president's voice and they made a bit out of it. So
I love it. And that he wants to be a beekeeper, so we'll sign him up for our next class.
there you go.
Exactly. You have classes?
He's down. I'm down for it, for sure.
So now tell us, is the beekeeper business a big thing here in the area?
It is. You know, we opened about a year and a half ago, and I kind of attribute it to if there was a chicken store in the area, I would have kept chickens a long time ago. And now that there's a bee shop, I think a lot of people that have thought about beekeeping maybe thought they wanted to take it on. We are like a kind of a hub for beekeeping, so a lot of support and training, and then we have all the gear. So we were really surprised. We're only open about 25 hours a week, but for sure it's a really growing business. And we're beekeepers ourselves, so we're out in the bees the rest of the time. But it's been an amazing business to start. And I can't believe someone on Letterman even knows who we are.
Oh
Right?
yeah, they're up here all the time. They know what's going on around
crazy.
here. Yeah. But so now is it the people are trying to raise bees just for the honey?
Just for honey, I think there's an awareness that, honeybees are in danger now with a lot of the commercial beekeepers. And I don't know if you guys know, but about 2/3 of our fruits and vegetables are pollinated by honeybees. So
right.
Without the honeybee, it's like a little bit of that canary in the coal mine. If we don't take care of them and figure out a better way to be like animal husbandry to them, we'll lose a lot of our crops.
Yeah, but why? Why is it that all the bees are dying off? What is it that's killing them?
It's a combination for the commercial beekeepers between the different companies and their chemicals they're producing, and also running the bees a little too hard and maybe not taking care of them the way they need to. They're getting a little more fragile, I think, after being exposed to all the chemicals that are out there, and maybe just taking a little more time and caring for them a little, maybe not running them quite as many pollination contracts and keeping them a little more healthy is what needs to happen. Right.
It's funny, the natural honey and the, I guess they call it the propolis, it's come up so much for me. I use local honey because it's supposed to help with allergies, which are really bad up here.
Yep.
And then someone just suggested using just the bee pollen for my skin for an anti-aging thing. Do you know anything about that? Because I want it.
You and I would both want to know about that, I believe. I have not heard anything about that. There's a lot of kind of upcoming beauty products using propolis and pollen and honey, and we just started making our own soap, so that's kind of exciting, using beeswax and a little bit of pollen, a little bit a little bit of honey in it. So there is a lot of beauty products that I think are coming up using those products.
So how many people, is it mostly in Ulster County that you sell to? I mean, how prevalent is this?
Yeah, so we thought it would just be like Ulster County. We thought we pretty much knew all the beekeepers, but they come from northern New Jersey and Connecticut and kind of all over. We had someone last year come from Pennsylvania to take one of our 2-day classes, and so our reach is pretty broad.
And is it true, because Kimberly told me this off the air, are you related to Gilligan?
Do you think that's true, Kimberly?
do you mind talking about that?
Actually, he was my father.
Your father was Gilligan?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And I'm sorry he passed.
He did. A few years ago now. But he was a really great dad, and it was a real fun. He was just a really great father, and we had a real fun childhood, as you can imagine.
Did you grow up out in Hollywood? Or?
I did. Yep. I grew up back east here a little bit. My mom was back east and my dad was out there, so we went back and forth. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Well, really interesting. Hudson Valley Bee Supply. What's your website so we can get you a few more customers?
This is complicated. You ready, Mark?
Oh, okay.
HudsonValleyBeeSupply.com.
I'm sorry, what was that again? HudsonValleyBeeSupply.com.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
we're also on Facebook. We post a lot on Facebook.
Interesting business.
Oh, we'll like you on
Yeah.
Facebook.
And,
Thank you.
And congratulations for being mentioned on Letterman's show
That's
there.
crazy. I got to get the credit card number so I can run it.
It's online.
Okay, good.
All right, Megan Denver. Great talking to you, Megan.
Thanks, you guys.